Good morning, everyone. Imagine standing on a steep mountain slope where the air is thin, the wind is cold, and the cliffs look impossible to climb. Suddenly you see a group of animals moving gracefully along the rocks as if the cliffs were a simple hiking trail. These are bighorn sheep, one of North America's most iconic and fascinating animals. Today I'll be sharing with you the story of the bighorn sheep, their amazing physical traits, how they survive in harsh mountain environments, their cultural importance, the threats they face, and what's being done to protect them. The name bighorn sheep comes from their most impressive feature, the massive curled horns of the males or rams. These horns can grow over 3 feet long and weigh up to 30 pounds. That's about as heavy as the rest of their bones combined. Females, called ewes, also have horns, but they are smaller and straighter. Bighorn sheep are built for life in the mountains. Rams can weigh up to 300 pounds, while ewes weigh up to 200. They have specialized hooves with rough outer edges and soft, grippy pads on the bottom, almost like built-in climbing shoes. These allow them to balance and grip even the narrowest ledges. Their coats also adapt with the seasons. In the freezing winters, they grow thick, insulating wool to stay warm. In the summer, they shed it off to stay cool in the heat. Every part of their body is designed to help them survive where few other large animals can. One of the most famous behaviors of bighorn sheep is the dramatic battles between rams during mating season. To compete for females, rams will rear back and charge each other at speeds of 20 miles per hour, crashing together with a sound that echoes through the mountains. Their thick skulls and specially designed sinuses absorb the shock, protecting their brains. These contests can go on for hours until a winner is decided. Outside of mating season, rams often live in separate groups, while females and young lambs stay together in herds. Bighorn sheep are herbivores. They graze on grasses, shrubs, and herbs, depending on the season. In winter, they move down to valleys to find food under the snow. In summer, they climb back up to higher elevations to escape predators and heat. Speaking of predators, mountain lions are their greatest threat, along with coyotes, wolves, and even golden eagles that sometimes prey on lambs. But their best defense is agility. They can escape danger by climbing cliffs too steep for most predators to follow. In the wild, bighorn sheep typically live 10 to 15 years if they survive the challenges of predators, harsh winters, and disease. For thousands of years, bighorn sheep have been a powerful symbol for indigenous peoples across North America. They appear in petroglyphs and carvings representing strength, courage, and survival. Many tribes considered them spiritual animals tied to the mountains. In modern times, the bighorn sheep has become a symbol of wilderness itself. It is the official state animal of Colorado and is often used to represent the rugged beauty of the American West. Hunters also value the bighorn sheep as one of the most prized trophies. But today, hunting is carefully regulated to protect populations. Despite their strength and agility, bighorn sheep are vulnerable to some very serious threats. The biggest problem is disease. Domestic sheep and goats can carry bacteria that cause deadly pneumonia in wild bighorns. When the two species come into contact, outbreaks can wipe out entire herds. Habitat loss is another challenge. Expanding roads, mining, and human development fragment the mountains they need to roam. This makes it harder for bighorns to migrate between summer and winter ranges. By the early 1900s, overhunting and disease reduced their population from millions to just a few thousand. But thanks to strong conservation efforts, their numbers have rebounded to about 80,000 today. National parks and wildlife agencies have worked hard to restore herds, relocate bighorns into safe areas, and create management plans to reduce disease risk. One example is Yellowstone National Park, where protected herds are now thriving. These successes show us that with the right protection, bighorn sheep can continue to recover. So, to bring it all together, the bighorn sheep is more than just a mountain animal. It is a symbol of resilience and strength, surviving in places where few others can. From their incredible horns and cliff-climbing skills to their cultural importance and conservation story, Bighorn sheep truly represent the wild spirit of North America. But their story also reminds us that even the toughest creatures can be fragile. Without care and conservation, they could have been lost forever. Thankfully, dedicated efforts have helped bring them back from the edge of extinction. The next time you see the image of two rams clashing or a herd perched high on a cliff, remember, protecting bighorn sheep also means protecting the wild mountain landscapes that define them and us. Thank you.